Hey guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. I've got a much anticipated recipe for you today. Sorry this took so long. I know you've been waiting a long time for the Dan Noodle video. Today is the day. So I think I need to first preface by saying I've never had real Dan noodles. I've been vegetarian for 10 years in September, and I hadn't had them before that, and I haven't had them after that, obviously, because Dan noodles have meat in them. So I've seen some recipes online, wide variety of recipes, all spicy. Little problem there, my family hates spicy food. So this is a family-friendly version. I'm going to call it vegan Dan noodles family style. If you're looking for traditional Dan noodles, this is not the video for you. This is my American version for families. I think of it as Asian spaghetti with meat sauce. I've never had anybody complain that they didn't like it. I've had meat eaters eat this, I've had vegans eat this, and everybody loves it equally. It's a really tasty dish, and I make it family friendly, so it's not going to be spicy. It looks like a lot of ingredients here, and yes, my dog is wolfing down his dinner right now in the background. But you know what? It's dinner time, and that's why we're cooking this, because we're going to have a delicious dinner tonight. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is get your pot of water on as if you were going to cook up some pasta. So get that going on the side. We're going to start our fry pan over here on high heat. My stove says medium because it's extra hot. For some reason my stove runs very hot, so my high is medium. Or should I say my medium is everybody else's high. I like to usually saute my onions and garlic and everything in a little bit of avocado oil, but today I'm going to leave out the oil because I'm going to finish it with some sesame oil at the end. That's going to make it taste really good. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to start my onions. So I've got one Vidalia onion here that I've pretty roughly chopped, and I have the white parts of the scallion that I'm going to use. I saved some of the green over here for garnish at the end, and then the green that was too much and the white is going to be in here. So we're just going to start that off. Once it starts to get like sticking to the bottom of the pan, I've got my water ready here so that it doesn't burn. I'm just going to put a little bit in to start with. Most people start off with garlic, but it's very, very easy to burn garlic, and I always put my garlic in at the end. Not at the end, but at the end of the sauteing part. So we're just going to give these a couple of minutes until the onion gets a little bit soft. We don't want it too soft, because that's the thing that I love so much about Asian cooking, is the crunchy vegetables. So I'm just going to let it go for maybe 3 minutes. Alright, well, my cameraman had to take the dog out, so I have to do this myself. I've got some bok choy here, and I like a lot of bok choy. I believe in volumetrics. I like to fill it out with a lot of crunchy vegetables. And I've got about 10 stalks. I didn't do the whole head of bok choy, but I washed it and I rough chopped the white part, and then the green part I'm going to put in closer to the end because I don't like that part too wilty. So I'm going to treat the white part of the bok choy as if it were an onion and just cook it until it's crisp tender, and then we'll continue. My cameraman's back. Yes. So you can see the bok choy has cooked down quite a bit, but it's still going to be nice and crunchy. So now is the time when you put your garlic in. I like a lot of garlic. The only measurements really that are set in stone are the sauce ingredients. The other ingredients, if you like a lot of bok choy, put a lot of bok choy. You could even throw in some broccoli or some green beans. There's pretty much no rules when you make up your own recipe. So this is just going to have the sauce Americanized for the Dan Dan noodles because it's not going to be spicy. Yeah, I think I said that a few times already. But let me just get the garlic mixed up. And then for the meat, I'm going to be using some Gardein chopped meat or mince, I guess you can call it. The ultimate beefless ground. I'm going to use a whole package of this. This is 13.7 ounces. You could also use the Beyond Meat new chopped meat that's come out. I checked for it today in my supermarket. We didn't get it in yet. You could also use the is it better than beef, or you know, the one that's got the crumbles. It's also in the I can't think of the name of it now, sorry. You could also use the Boca mince. I'm trying to think who else has mince. You could use TBP if you wanted to, with a little bit of beef bouillon if you're making it vegan. So this was frozen obviously, so I'm just going to let it thaw out a little bit. It happens very quickly. This whole dish comes together very quickly. So just let that sit right there while I get the sauce ingredients together. For the sauce, we're going to need some sort of a soy sauce. I'm using coconut aminos today for soy-free. You could also use the Bragg's liquid aminos. You could use soy sauce. You could use low sodium soy sauce. It uses quite a bit. It uses half a cup. So it's good if you're using the coconut one, because that's like 73% less sodium than actual soy sauce. But you still get all of the soy sauce flavor. Why do they put that little slit on the top of the thing? It takes forever for all the soy sauce to come out. I'm being fancy with a measuring cup today. Usually I do not measure this. I just pour it on my spoon and guesstimate. So that's what I'm going to do with the ketchup, because that's a real bee to get out of the measuring cup. Same with the ketchup. We're going to do about half a cup. Sorry. Excuse me. Alright, that's exactly half a cup. And boy, is it getting hot in this kitchen right now. Good thing it's summer. Alright, I just don't want anything to stick. We're just going to give it a little bit of a stir. We still have some more ingredients going in. You can see the Gardein thaws out really quickly. And my noodles here are coming to a boil. My noodle water. I haven't put the noodles in yet. I'm using 2 packages, and each package is 10 ounces of Japanese udon noodles. I love udon noodles, but again, no rules. You can use any type of noodles you want. You can use lo mein noodles, or is it ramyeon, or you could use rice noodles. But I just really like udon noodles, and I love that they come individually wrapped in these little bundles. So it's going to be 6 bundles, and these probably are going to take between 7 to 10 minutes. So everything hopefully will be perfectly timed here and all ready at the same time. 3 more bundles. I love that. It's wrapped up like a little present. Oh, there's one for the dog. Don't drop the plastic in the water. Alright. I'm going to use my spaghetti fork just as if I was cooking spaghetti. So give that a stir, and then we'll get back to the sauce. Dog hasn't come and claimed his pasta yet. Alright, it's drying up a little bit. We're going to add the next ingredient, which is rice cooking wine. This is going to make it taste fancy. So that is a 1/4 cup. So I'm just going to do half and a half. Hope I get the right caps back on the right things later. And then we're also going to do 2 tablespoons of some rice vinegar, so I'm just gonna pretty much guesstimate that. Also gonna make it taste pretty fancy. So we're just going to keep cooking this until this is totally thawed out, and then we will thicken our sauce. And you're going to say, what sauce? But we're going to add water. So we're going to have something to thicken, don't worry. Oh, I'm getting a case of the vapors. It's so hot in here. So now we're going to thicken up the sauce. I have some cornstarch here. You could also use arrowroot if you wanted. That's probably about half of a cup of water. We're probably going to use more as well. So you just, this is a trick so you don't get lumps. You just dissolve your cornstarch in some room temperature or cold water, and make sure you get all the lumps out over here so you don't have any lumps when you get to here. So that's going to thicken up as it hits the boil. You'll have a little bit of cornstarch in here, and if you feel like you want more sauce, just add a little bit more water. So we're going to give this a mix. Now's the time of the recipe when we add in the tops of the bok choy. So, because I don't like them too wilty, because they really turn into nothing. So we're just going to put that in. We're going to give it one stir. Oh my goodness, we're going to turn this off because we're bubbling up over here. Alright, we're ready to turn this off because the residual heat is going to do most of the cooking of the tops of the bok choy. We're going to add a little bit of sesame oil for flavor. You never want to really cook with sesame oil. It's more of a flavor accent. So that's going to give it some great flavor. We're going to just give this a stir. We're going to also check our noodles to see if they're ready, and if they are, we're just going to ladle them into the pan here, and we should be ready to plate. So let's check and see if these are ready. I think just another 2 minutes. Alright, so the noodles are perfectly done. We're going to move these two a little close to each other so that we don't make a total mess. And we're just going to fork all the noodles over. And hopefully not drop too many in the stove. Alright, this is a little boring for you guys. We're just gonna give this a stir after all the noodles are in here, and then we'll be ready to serve. Alright, I've got cameraman here to taste the Dan Dan noodles. Here they are. I do mine family style, so everything is mixed up in the pot already. A lot of people just put their noodles in the bowl and then put the topping on it, but we're doing it family style. We also put some of the green onion on top and some roasted peanuts. My husband's gonna slop it up as much as he can. Yeah. Because that's how we do. It is very hot.
Yeah, it looks really like gonna hurt me.
Yeah, you should really blow on it. A lot. Delicious? All right. So, if something's spicy, you don't have to make it spicy. You can make it so everyone can enjoy it. So I hope you guys give this a try. It came together really quickly in real time, so
it was.
Don't be discouraged by a lot of ingredients. They went together really quickly. And the dogs cooperated so well. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you try the recipe. Let me know if you did. And subscribe for more dogs barking in the back. And until next time, much love.